Alright guys, today's the day. Today's the day that I become a contortionist and put myself through the misery that is the blower motor and resistor again. We're gonna go through all of it again. I mean, the blower motor has not been done yet, but that is quite a project on its own, and the blower motor resistor I'm hoping I'll have better access to, so I can just throw the new one in and be done, and hopefully never have to change that again until whatever miles that fails. But essentially, I'm gonna be in pain. I'm hoping that we don't get a ton of cuts today. I'm not wearing gloves. I usually don't with stuff like this, but the goal is to not get any cuts. The goal is to do this and attempt this by myself. I don't have an extra set of hands today. I was told it was a two-person project. We're gonna find out. And yeah, we gotta get this done. This is a big project, so I'm hoping I have plenty of time today to do this, so I'm hoping everything kind of goes to plan here. There's a few things we have to do before we really start disassembling everything, but I think it's gonna go pretty well. At least my fingers are crossed that everything just kind of lines up like it's supposed to, and you know, we don't lose anything and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm ready to be with the misery. We do have the tool here itself. This is the tool to take out the old one and put the new one in. The blower, obviously here's the new resistor. This was not a cheap part. Sucks, but it is what it is. And then of course, our lovely new blower, which still might not actually be broken, but definitely probably needed to get changed out. So this one is new and ready to go, and it's the OEM replacement from Molly Bear. So hopefully this will all go in like it's supposed to, and I'll be the happiest camper in the world, and this will be the best Volvo I've ever owned. All right, so first things first, before we disconnect the battery and stuff like that, we're gonna need to actually move the seat forward and back. So we're gonna leave that connected. The hood's obviously propped, but we would need to make sure that the recirculation button is on the car. It's gonna close or open one of the flaps for the air circulation. We need that in order to be able to take that out. So it's important that we don't forget that. That's really the last big thing there, but we're gonna disconnect the seat. Then we're gonna get to the battery. And then, well, I mean, we're not really disconnecting the seat, we're just kind of moving it around, essentially, but we will be needing to take that out. But everything else here should be pretty straightforward. I think a lot of this stuff just kind of comes up with clips and stuff like that. So hopefully everything just kind of works like a charm. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I'll let you guys know what's going on from there. All right, so I'm gonna update you guys. I just kind of was playing around with some things. So basically there's a top piece that goes across this piece that kind of floats right here. It pulls forward, there's clips, it clips in, you can kind of tell it's a little loose. And then there's that rubber grommet right under that. That can come right out. It's actually supposed to be connected, but it wasn't. And then this one just separates from this. And I don't think we broke anything. I think it just kind of came right up. So now we can just take out these clusters here. So there's the 4 screws. These are supposedly T25s, shouldn't be an issue, and then we can get the cluster out. The battery's still connected. That's also not an issue right now, so we're just gonna, like I said, take out this cluster with the 4 T25s and then go from there. So that's the next step in this process. So hopefully everything kind of works out there. Sweet. Tab. And then we can see that things are a little different in here. But there's the air duct right here. I don't know, it's a different setup than what I was expecting. So this might not be as simple as once perceived here, but we're supposed to take apart. These are supposed to come apart here. There's just not 2 pieces, so my setup's a little different. So maybe we just might have to just go on the driver's side and kind of unfortunately, I'm gonna have to work through that, but I don't see an access to the blower from up here, so, well, maybe, oh no, I don't know, we might have access to it, but we're just gonna have to try and take out the seat, the carpet area, the glove box, and then go from there, because this is a different plumbing that I seen versus the video that he had, but he was also doing it on a XC90, and that's not what this is. This is an S80. So alright, so I'm going to show you guys here. So my next step here, I'm just going to take out the seat. So we got to take off these 213s in the back. These plastic clips, I just threw them over there, but they just kind of pull out. So I'm assuming the fronts are the same, just kind of clip in and pull out. So the 213s, I thought it was the Torx is up top there, but I'm like, don't think that was a part of the video. The problem with this is that the previous owner, the girl that I bought this from, did not clean out this car prior to ownership, so I am so curious of what mysteries we are going to find while taking a look at this car, but I don't even know where my ratchet is. Never mind, it's back there. Found my ratchet. It's back there. Gotta take out these rear, and we gotta take out the amp. But to do that, we need to get the seat off, and then we can disconnect the amp and go from there. It's not a super big process, but it's definitely, this is by far one of the bigger projects I'm gonna end up having to do on this car, and it's not super scary, but it's definitely not my favorite. So the two 13s, the two front 13s, and then we have to disconnect the amp, and I'll update you guys when we get that far, but we also have to disconnect the battery for safety reasons, so it'll be fine. We'll manage. All right, so we got the seat bolts. The 13s are out. They came out relatively simple. As I said, the previous owner did not clean out this car, and there is quite a bit of buildup in here. I wish I could vacuum this shit out, but I don't have access to voltage right now. Lots of loose change here. In this section, I think we got another dime up front. Obviously trash, buildup, crumminess. So, like I said, this carpet separates here. This will literally just come up. We have to take off this. 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 This carpet piece just comes out. We also have to take this off, the side panel there, and then we have to disconnect this amp and electronics. We don't need to disconnect the seat. I think just the amp and stuff needs to get taken out in order for us, or at least removed. I don't think it needs to get completely disconnected, but we gotta take this out here, and then we can just remove the access to the carpet, get to this glove box here. We gotta do this as well. This side piece trim panel also has to get taken care of. So in the meantime, I'm gonna find out what size these are. These look like 10s, so I'm just gonna take those out, and then hopefully this amp moves out of the way, and then we can go from there. That'll be sweet, so let's do it. Okay, so a little update. We did not decide to sit on the seat because it was crushing the amp. Don't want to do that, kind of need that. And right now we're taking out the glove box. There was like 6 T25s. Now there's an additional 2 more, so 8 total. There was 2 8s, 2 8mm, and right now the box came undone. We have all of them separated over there on that side. At least I think I do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's not too hard to figure that. These came off. Throw those in the back. And then this carpet's ready to come out. I was already kind of taking it out. Once the amp is pretty much taken out with those 2 10s, it was just 2 for me. There was said to be 3, but there was just 2, so now we just got to take off the electrical harness on this, and then this thing should be ready to go, but for some reason I don't understand why it's not coming out. How it comes out. I don't know what just happened, but I think it just unclipped it. I think it was just locked in from a clip. It's not that one. I think it was, I don't know what area it's fucking locked in from. Some like trim I'm supposed to move out of the way, but you guys can see like it's like locked in up there. I don't know what from. Oh, that's what. Come on. What are you doing? So now, move this seat back. Move the amp out of the way, pull this frickin' front end up. So that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. And then we gotta take this carpet out. It should just kind of slide right out. They say to take it out, makes your life easier. I kind of believe them. A little dirty, dusties. Okay, this is what we're working with. Look at this crap. So crappy. But we gotta sneak under here, get access to the blower. It's like on this upper end of things, so we gotta take off. Oh my gosh. Do the CEM control engine management. That's not too hard to do, and then we gotta take off the bracket for that, which also looks different from the video, so a lot of differences here, but I think the bracket will start showing its colors once we remove the CEM here. So I think that'll work out pretty smooth. Oop. Okay, we got that out. Okay. Alright, so now we just need to figure out where it could be unbolted. Is it from up here? Is there a... Or does this thing just kind of... Oh, you know what? That's how it comes out. Just like that. Kind of does that. Look at that. Just like the video. Don't want to break that. Okay. So that was right. We're gonna sneak this over here. Okay. There's the tab. You know, watch those videos quite a bit. So now it's these 3 bolts up there. Are they? Wow, this one looks a little bit more. What the fuck? This shit sucks. You guys couldn't tell. There you go. That's good. That shit. This car better be fucking working when I'm done with it. It's so dirty under here, dude. Cannot wait to never do this. Was like a $2,000 repair. Honestly, not that bad. It's pretty bad. I fucking hate this. Damn it! Okay, I'm back. Finally got a new change of clothes. I got shorts on. I was just sweating my stinkers off, and now I don't know if I'm gonna be protected knee-wise, but at least I'll be cooler and less uncomfortable while doing some very uncomfortable things. This stuff is probably going to be some uncomfortable stuff for Leon. There's a lot more here that was not displayed in his video. The video I was watching, Volvos Sweden, guy's very active amongst repairs and how to take care of your car and stuff. I mean, great videos, but definitely not my situation. But boy, this is going to be a poopy of a time. Okay. Alright, so we're back. Little update, we got the circulation housing out. I was missing a screw. I unbolted the wrong screw, so I don't know what that one was, but this is a little different as far as a module goes, but the recirculation did work, so we didn't have to. I was like worried about like my recirculation wasn't working and all this stuff, so everything was fine, but I ended up pulling out 4 screws instead of the 3 that he mentioned in the video. But I had to rewatch the video in order to figure out where that last one was. But the blower is right there. Ta-da! So now we gotta get that bastard out. And then hopefully that comes out smooth. I got the tool, and then we just, I don't know. I'm hoping that I can just twist and turn, but seen some guys butter knife method. I'm gonna try that first. But hopefully this goes so smooth. Wish me luck. Alright, so now we're gonna attempt to take out the blower. I got my little jerry-rigged butter knife set up back there. I don't know if you guys can see there's a knife sticking into this plastic trim. There was no screw. So that was either taken out or fell out, whatever. Great, easier for me, I don't have to worry about it. And then it's holding down that tab with a little bit of weight, and obviously it's like pinched in between. So hopefully that's enough to give me allowance with this tool. So now we're actually gonna take out the blower motor. I don't have a good way of actually getting a camera up in there, so I'm just gonna record from over here. And then maybe you guys will get to see what's going on with that. But probably help from my car itself. And then pull myself up. Okay. Hopefully that's not a bad view. But now we're gonna stick the tool onto the blower itself, which I can't show you. If I could, I would. So. And then we're just gonna turn the fucking thing. And my knife fell. Okay, so I got it out without having to do the other side. I just didn't fucking care. So I don't know if I broke it or not. We'll find out. But I gotta get the plug undone in it. And it seems like it's in there pretty tight. Just squeeze both ends. Because I couldn't get access to the fucking plug from the other side. So that's the only thing that's keeping this old blower in, is literally the fucking electrical plug. Okay,
my god. I got it. There it is. The bastard. This little thing looks fucking fried up. Looks totally fine. But definitely probably was bad. And I swear to God, if this doesn't fix the issue, I am going to drive myself nuts. Ouch. Honestly, this was probably fine, but it's not. It stopped working. And I don't want to have to do this again, so I'm gonna make sure we do it right the first time. The only time. So, old one, we're gonna smack that new one in with the plug in it. I don't want to fuck around with it other than that. I couldn't get access to the plug from up top. There was no screw in there when I looked at it, and the butter knife thing didn't work. It just came out of the clip, so maybe this one will go in just fine. Up here again, this is the new one, obviously much premium line. It's Molly Bear, same brand that makes the OEM parts, so this actually was, I think, the cheaper of the two. I think you need the tool, obviously. It's a fabricated tool. They provide this in the kit, but this is the new fan. It spins relatively quiet. I don't know, it doesn't seem broken. This is like my new range of motion right now, so we're gonna take out the tool, grab the blower itself. Like I said, the very left side has the plug in it. So this is the left side, top is up here. So we're gonna try and sneak our way up. Hopefully I can find that plug with my hand. I got it. Sneak the blower up here. Hopefully that just plugs in with no questions asked. It was kind of a shitty plug. I don't think there was anything else to assemble here. Okay. Oh. Safety glasses right here. I think we're in. I'm gonna twist a little bit. I think it's in. It's a big one. That feels good. Owie. Oh my frick. I'm so sorry. Got tech. Okay. We're gonna check the top part up here to see if it's in. And if it is, we don't have to do anything and we can start. Oh my god, it's in. And it's clipped in. Oh, wait, is it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know, is it? I gotta feel it, hold up. Okay, so I did notice it's in. It's not moving, it's not fucking falling out, it's locked in. But we did break the tab, the release tab for it, so that way it just broke. I think it was broke from it was thin plastic. It was from force, it's fine. I'll live. Didn't have to use this, and the new one is in. It's locked in, it's not moving around. It does lock in from like 3 points on the body of the motor itself, so it's not a really big deal. But now we're gonna put on the circulation housing. This is the top side of it, and this just kind of supposed to slide in, and then there's 3 screws that mount into this bad boy. So, all right, the recirculation housing is on. That's all bolted up. I found where that 4 screw went. That's all in. I just bolted up the bracket for the CEM module. So now I'm going to get that installed. Hopefully this wiring all kind of clicks. This just kind of right in, and then we'll get put the fuse in. There's just a lot of extra nonsense with this car, but I think it's going to be worth it. I swear to God, if this fucking thing doesn't work, and I still got to put in the other resistor that I bought on top of this, so I'm going to be in some pain. As soon as this is done, I'm ready for this to be done. I just hope that this carpet and this trim and everything else kind of lines up. The carpet's buttoned up with the trim, and I hate trim, especially on these. It just feels so flimsy, and
easy to break, and luckily most of this stuff's pretty replaceable, but I don't want to break stuff. I don't want to make extra income for that. So we're going to do our best here to make sure that everything kind of is good to go. But yeah, she just sucks at cleaning. I don't think she was ready to sell. She just was not. She learned. But the seat is obviously pro posture. I mean, this is pretty bad, but everything's going to work out. So far, it's only been, what time is it? So it's been 4 hours. It's a 4-hour job so far. I mean, I'm over halfway done now. Just gotta get this wiring and the CEM back, and then the carpet, and then mount the amp back, and mount the seat, and then put the cluster on, and hopefully everything got plugged back in where it was supposed to, and we're good to go from there. But like I said, I'm gonna keep trickling away and updating you guys as I go, because I don't think this is that interesting, and you pretty much got to see the bulk of it, so just don't really think there's a lot of value with that, but at the same time, you never know. So, alright guys, I'll update you when I get back. Alright, so another update. CM module is all plugged in. Everything's kind of lining up. I don't think nothing's missing. OEM plus, that's how I say. So, like I said, I broke a clip to that fucking thing, whatever that little thing is right there. But it's been okay. So it was already kind of split apart prior to me breaking it. But yeah, that's what I mean. She didn't clean anything out, and obviously this is underneath the carpet, but I can go in later and do it. But trim, it's fine. Just need to do some aligning there, but we gotta get the carpet in, and then I'm gonna leave this above the carpet like I have been. It's just obviously not over here now, and it's not as in the way as much, but like I said, it's still plugged into the fuse box. I don't know what it is. It looks OEM, but I have no idea. So we're gonna, I know, I hate how dirty it is, but can't do nothing about it. Not until we have voltage and a strong enough vacuum to clean. So until then. Okay, so interior's assembled. Everything is together. Glove box, cluster panel, door or seat is in. Obviously it's super far forward. But everything in here is adding up. So I'm gonna show you guys what results we got. So we're just gonna give the car ignition. We're not gonna turn anything on. But still no blower. Okay, moment of truth. Battery's plugged in. Car has been officially put back together with the new blower motor resistor. Just ignition. Volvo booting up. This is it. This is the test. If we get nothing, doesn't work. It fucking works. I feel good. I feel so good. I don't have to buy any more parts. Oh my god, I'm so glad we got that done. I am so tired of problems. Honestly, the fan in there was probably okay, but I think it went bad. It makes sense it went bad with the new resistor, and that was barely plugged. That wasn't even like clipped plugged in. Feels good. I'm finally over all this crap. I can finally have a blower in here and enjoy my vehicle and finally be happy with a functioning car. I mean, that's a big feature that's kind of required for winter, I believe, and we finally got it to work. That was it. I was really worried that I was like, oh, everything I did was all for nothing, but turns out everything's fine. Feels good. It's about a 6-hour job, including the resistor, and that was probably, I think the resistor, to be honest with you, is worth. So 6.5 hours from 12 o'clock to 6:30. 6:24 right now. 6:30. Was a 6.5 hour job. I did it solo. It's okay. Yeah, that was a super shitty job, and hopefully things start opening up. So we'll leave it at that.